listening to Stefan Molyneux and Styx and Hammer 666, admittedly a couple of my favorite pundits on YouTube, alternative media, and they're talking about, among other things, foreign policy and about the issue with North Korea. And Stefan Molyneux says, I think regime change is bad, but in the case of North Korea, I make an exception. What do you think, Styx? And he says, well, I agree. And then they pretty much proceed to make explanations about how these these organizations, this country, North Korea, is a threat, and with the nuclear and communism. Okay, so that makes sense if you're looking at it from that perspective. That, I guess that makes sense. But then, if you take a step back and look at Asian culture, and you really take a more critical view and look at how their government and business is co-intertwined, inextricably linked, and how they run their businesses and how they run their government. You have the concepts of the twin concepts, in particular in Japanese, where we have a lot of information on their modeling for their business because we do a lot of business with them. The kiretsu and the kaibatsu. And it basically means that you have shareholders and chair, they have, chair of the, whatever they call that, the executive board, like the board, whatever. The board members share ownership with a lot of companies, so a lot of these companies are interlocked at the top of the same owners. And the government plows a bunch of investment into these businesses, right? So that's like public-private partnership, and tightly coupled like conglomerations. So when you look, so okay, let's just use that like etymologically, sociologically, economically, and now look at foreign policy through a lens that takes that into consideration, and then let's use our telescoping and get a wider view here. Let's zoom out and look at the span of history, right? Just in the past 100 years, right? Just in the lifetime of one of our people here. So it just in the most recent lifetime period in the past century, America went on a full, and I'll save you, like, I'll save the whole like history or whatever, but this is real quick sweep. It's like, yeah, we went on this like basically imperial march across Europe. We bombed all of Europe, and then we started bombing Asia. And also we attacked Latin America, we attacked the Caribbean, we attacked a lot of different countries. But if you look at what's central to everything, the imperial march of the 20th century, the American imperial march of the 20th century to today, from Europe to Asia to the Middle East, we've attacked everything. We've not stopped attacking. And we do secret attacks in places that are lesser known, like because we can get away with it and nobody's looking at it anyway, of Africa and South America. But we're doing mostly economic hit jobs there. But still, nevertheless, we're all hands are all up in there. We just will not leave anybody alone, and we're just imperialists. But okay, so if you look at, let's just take like Germany, Italy, bombing the European, the whole erstwhile Holy Roman Empire. Let's just take that out of the equation, and let's just look at Asia. Let's take the Middle East out of the equation too. Let's just look at Asia. If you really look hard, the center of Asia, the power source of Asia, is China, right? It's the big power. Japan and China are the two powers. So everything around China, we've attacked. Vietnam, Korea. We have a base that's split that split the territory of Korea. And so they're split in half. And when you look, when you know they're all interconnected, right? They're all related. They're all interconnected. They do their business together. Their government is connected to their business. And when you've got a military base planted, and you've been attacking over this sweep all of Asia, obviously China knows you're coming for it, right? Obviously it knows it's the last domino to fall, but after you get everything else. So it's, I mean, when you see these missile launches, that's like you've got an animal in the corner, and it's like lashing out of self-defense. Those missile launches are by proxy China, and by extension really all of like Asia, all connected, all saying back off. You know, like they don't want to say it diplomatically because they're worried, like they don't want to get more of the like terrible American imperialist pedophile, satanic Hollywood media, Zionist, Babylonian Talmudic war machine. They don't want to piss it off too much, so they're diplomatic about it, but by proxy they're saying back off, and they're all connected. So no, I disagree with Stefan Molyneux and with Styx and Hammer 666 about should we do regime change in North Korea. No, not only should we not do North Korea regime change, we should get the hell out of South Korea, because we don't belong there in the first place. And Vietnam, we were repelled from Vietnam, thankfully, but we need to get all out of there and take a look. If you say, it's not going to be safe for trade unless we invade, we have to bomb to make it safe for McDonald's. Okay, sorry. You know, if it takes bombs to do trade with these people, then we don't need to be doing trade with these people. And I can tell you, it doesn't take bombs. Look at the history of the Silk Road. We've done trade with China from time immemorial. This is not a new concept.